What's up, everyone? So at Pete and Pedro Warehouse, as you can see, and I just filmed this really detailed tutorial with the help of Matt and Zavi here about shipping. When it comes to when you have a product or a company and you're shipping, like what the best practices are. Also things like where to get the equipment that we use, where to get the boxes, little pro tips that we do in terms of, things that we put in the box, put in the package. Why am I doing this? Because as you guys know, I've been talking about this community, right? I've been talking about it now for a few months, and it is unbelievable the amount of work that I've been doing. All right, grab a seat because this might take a while. So a few months ago, I posted a video saying, I need your help. I knew that I had an idea for a community. I just didn't know what it looked like. I had no idea how to execute it. I posted that video and right away I felt like, okay, this is something. People are interested in some type of business community. I didn't know what it looked like at the time. I didn't really have any clue. And so I posted that video and I got contacted by a friend of mine who was like, hey, this is awesome. I've got a guy that could potentially help you if you want to talk to him. And I was like, yes, because that's the thing. I have never built a community. I've never built an info product. I've never done anything other than the style system, which was DVDs. If you guys remember that, that was one that I was on Shark Tank for. Anyway, so I post this video and I talk to this guy. And right away, we start sort of bouncing some ideas. And originally, it was okay, what type of business do you guys want me to help you start, right? And I posted another video about if I gave you the key to any of my businesses, what would it be? And so originally, I thought, okay, I'm going to try to create all these verticals, choose your own journey. And I'm like, wait a second. What do I really know well, right? And that is private label, right? White label. I know that really, really well because I've done it a bunch of times. All right. Not only is Pete and Pedro white label, or it started as white label, the Stubble Buddy was white label. Enemy kinda was a white label in terms of the process, but I tweaked it, I modified the designs, I worked with a vendor that I found on Alibaba, which is the same steps as going about finding a white label product, and I customized those. The Fashion Anchor, that was a product that was basically somebody else's product that we took and modified. I've white labeled clothing before, I've white labeled and done a bunch of stuff. And I know it really well. I know sourcing, I know website, I know marketing, I know all of these things. And so I thought, you know what? Instead of trying to do verticals of all these different, if you want to start Amazon, FBA, fulfillment, or drop shipping, or, if you want to learn how to do info products, I really put it out to you guys. I posted a poll on the Empire community tab, and 50%, everybody was like, I want to learn how to do a white label or custom product. Because the truth is that the difference between a white label and custom is simply in when you're working with the manufacturer, how much modification you actually create or do. The truth is that the more modification, the more custom you can make the product, the greater it is that you've got your own product. But the downside is that it does cost more, and minimum order quantity typically will go up. Or if order quantity can stay reasonably low, you're going to pay more per unit. But is it worth it to do that and test the market, even though your margin's going to be lower? Anyway, that's all in the course. So really came down to one idea, and that is white label. I love white label. And the cool thing is that it can start white label and then you can grow and it can become custom, which is what happened with Pete and Pedro. And so when I originally was thinking I was going to have all these different verticals, but the truth is that Amazon is part of white label. It's part of, product development because it's just one of the marketing and sales tools. All right. And so I'm like, oh, I can still talk about that. Influencer. You want to be an influencer? You want to talk about that? You want to build your own social media following? Great. Guess what? I can help you within this metric, within this basically vertical, because that's another part of the marketing equation. If you don't want to do that, no problem, because I've got hacks and tricks in order to not have to have a huge social media profile or presence, which I've learned over the years. Anyway, so basically I went to work and we had 30 days where it was just all encompassing. And me and this guy, we started really like hammering it down, right? We kind of boiled down ideas. We had calls where he just recorded me talking about step by step by step how to do X, Y, and Z. Literally, one of our calls was 5 hours long of me just talking and spewing the stuff that's in my hair, or my hair. The hair is Pete and Pedro. The head is information, lots of it. And so I just started dumping it, right? Brain dumpy, step by step. And he basically had this like AI tool to sort of take it and synthesize it. Long story short, we have been working on this course, which is going, okay, so it's a few different parts. Let me back up. So here's how this is going to work. Basically, there is a link down below. If you guys want to go be added to the email list when we launch, you're going to get notified, all right? And then what you're going to find is a video. Basically, it's like a 20-minute video where I basically walk you step by step by step through my blueprint of creating a white label business and company. Everything from sourcing to ideation to marketing, and pretty much I've laid everything out for you, and it's free, like completely free. But if you want more and you want basically to go deeper, that is where we have created the White Label Empire course and community. All right, now, the information, the blueprint, it's free. It's going to be on the website page that you can basically go and watch. You can rewatch it. You can steal it. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to basically join the community, there is going to be a one-time fee, basically, that's going to incorporate the course, which is literally like, I don't know at this point. It's like, it's so much shit. Like, I've been working and filming just like non-stop for the past like 3 weeks, like 2-3 videos a day. Anyway, more about that in a second. You basically get access to the course that's going to literally go granular and walk you step by step through every aspect of the business, every aspect of setting it up, selling, marketing, and all that good stuff. I also have taken it deeper because I want this to basically be like the best thing out there and the best, most helpful course and information. I basically went to my resources, right? Because that's the other thing. I've got multiple companies and I've got really good people that have learned a lot. And so it's cost me a lot of money to learn the lessons that I'm sharing with you and giving you basically included in this. But some of the things are like, I had my assistant Debbie, right? I've set up a ton of companies. Well, she has created like a 5-page step-by-step like thing or document that basically is going to help walk you through how to start a business, right? And the websites and the links to actually go in order to do it. Then also it includes like setting up your bank account because you're going to need that. I've had my marketing guy at Tish Hanley do a series of videos on paid advertising, right? And how to basically get your lowest CAC possible. I also have my social media guy, Josh, at Tish Hanley, do a few videos on outreach, how to get community and influencers to do product reviews without spending a lot of money. I give you the framework, I give you the information, I give you the script that he uses when he actually reaches out to people. All right. I've also got some bonuses, right? One of the things that I am really passionate about is personal presentation, right? And so I basically have created the ultimate like diet workout like blueprint plan. It is like, I think it's like 20 pages long. It gives you different workouts, different examples. It gives you diet. It gives you everything. I've also done a style and makeover, basically personal presentation tutorial where it's like a 20 or 30 minute video where I basically tell you things that you need to do. I've added a lot of bonus things that aren't technically like business related, but I feel like it is all business related because of the fact that you are your brand, and you know, people respond better to people that look good and that feel good. And that's really what it's about. It's about confidence. And when I really thought about, you know, confidence, and the reason why I'm so excited about creating this community and this product is because for me, truly, the reason why I started my YouTube channel was basically to scratch my own itch. Because growing up, I was super insecure. But one of the things that I realized a little bit later on, it was when I started really thinking about this. The one thing that has really affected my confidence the most is being financially stable, right? You can look good. You can have great six-pack abs. You can dress really well. You can be confident in certain areas, but if you're stressed out about money, if you're worried about money, it's impossible to truly be confident. And when I finally had that $5,000 in the bank account, that was the point in which my life got better. That's the point in which I started to be able to think about things more than just worrying about money and being broke. And so that honestly, and this honestly, is kind of like the last piece of the puzzle that I can help you guys with, and that is making money, because that's the one thing that I've learned how to do over the course of the past like 14 years. I know how to fucking make money, and so I'm sharing that with you, and it's honestly, in my opinion, the lowest hanging fruit. Now, that being said, there's something else that's very popular, and that's drop shipping. Basically, I have another outline and template on how to do that as well in this course, because drop shipping is one of those things that's sexy, right? Because A, you don't need to carry inventory, but all the steps are basically the same to setting up your business, right? You've got to source the products, you've got to get them, and basically drop shipping, the way that it works, you're selling other people's products. It's not your label, it's not like your brand. You're just basically curating different products from places like AliExpress or wherever that you think are awesome, and then the process and the steps are still the same. You've got to market it, you've got to set up social media, you've got to set up a Shopify account. I also had my boy Paul basically do a video tutorial from start to finish on how to actually build a Shopify store without any experience, because for me, that's the thing, right? You could go to somebody like on Fiverr. That's the other thing about this course. I share other resources on how to do things more affordably. Anyway, all that to say, I'm not done filming the content, and we're about to launch in literally like 5 days. And so I'm busy. I was working on Christmas. I was working on Christmas Eve. Like, I'm in the studio. I'm creating all this stuff. My friends are doing the same because I want to launch on the 4th. And I'm really excited to get this started, because the other part of this is the community. The community is really where the magic is going to happen. Every week I'm in the community live doing like 1 to 2 hours of coaching and Q&As, right? Trying to help and answer the questions that you have as you go through this journey. I also didn't want there to be a membership, like monthly reoccurring price, honestly, because honestly, that's annoying. And really my goal for this is to help like 1,000 of you reach like that $1 million a year benchmark. And it just was annoying. If you're interested, if you're serious about doing this, boom, you pay one time, you're in, right? The other thing, I'm in there, there's a community chat. I'm in there literally every single day answering questions, commenting, and being engaged, right? It's basically a way for me to mentor people, and do it on like a big scale. And so not that big though. That's the other thing. This is going to be limited. We're going to cap the amount of people that we allow into the private community. And so if you're interested in any of this, or you're interested in watching the video that I did, Christian is still editing and he's still mad at me because it's like a 20-minute video, and he's been working on it now for a week and he's on like minute 2. And so it's a lot of editing, it's a lot of information, and it's a lot of amazing knowledge that is basically just dropped on you. And you can steal it. You can steal it for your own business, or you can watch it and do nothing with it, right? But the bottom line is this: I am so excited, and I'm really amazed at how fast everything has come together. I knew when I decided to actually go about doing this that it was going to be a shit ton of work, but I needed to push myself out of my comfort zone in order to do something amazing. And I truly feel like this community and the the White Label Empire community is my future and what I want to do for literally like the rest of my life. I want to help you guys build your empire and build your business. And this is a way for me to give back and also do something amazing that I love and that I'm passionate about. So anyway, guys, if you're interested in any of this, hit the link, go sign up to be notified. Like I said, there is going to be a limit and a cap to how many people we allow in to the program and the community once we actually launch on the 4th. If it's a little bit later than that, we'll email you regardless. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. And the other thing I promise you, starting in January, I'm going to be posting twice a week on this community. All right. I want to talk more about business. I want to get granular and deep into some of these areas. It's been me trying to figure things out this year and really try to figure out like what my strategy was, what my message was, what do you guys respond to? But I think I've got a much better idea of that. And so I'm excited to share more about that. I'll also share some vlog stuff because you guys seem to dig that as well. But thank you. And I'm excited for the new year. I'm also excited for you to start your empire. Guys, if you're interested, once again, hit the link and sign up. Other than that, I'll see you soon for a regular scheduled video. Guys, you rock. Thank you. I love you.